Hey guys, welcome back to Raleigh Crypto Society. This is going to be our video. Instead of doing just a simple email newsletter this week, it kind of made more sense for me to just get on camera and talk about what we're seeing in the market right now. I may follow up with an email to subscribers later on if things change at all. So let's get right into it. As you see on the screen, we're just looking at coinmarketcap.com. So over the last few weeks, we talked about the fact that it looked like we were trading down, looking for support in the overall market, and then basically finding that support with Bitcoin hitting exactly where we thought it would go to, 42,000, 43,000 range. Ethereum moved down to about 1350 or so. So those support levels did hold, which is a good thing, and we have now bounced back. But I want to talk about the time in between hitting those down days. We were ranging for, I guess it was about a week and a half or so. And during that period, I think it's so important for people to realize that when I first started trading, those periods were the ones where I made most of my mistakes because things weren't going up and they weren't going straight down. And we were either over trading, looking to find some reason to buy into the market or average down. When maybe there wasn't a reason to do that. Well, in this case, if you evaluated each one of the assets that we've been talking about correctly, some of them had some wonderful opportunities to average down, and other ones was just to stay and hold. So let's take a look, and maybe we can talk about it individually. So for long-term holds, obviously we've been talking from the beginning that even if you have a small portfolio, some of your profits you can be putting into these longer-term holds, such as Bitcoin or Ethereum. And I can tell you that we have a decent amount of Ethereum in our portfolio, a pretty decent bag of it, because Ethereum was a coin that we were actually mining for a good 15 to 18 months. But we did add to our Ethereum, buying more when it hit 1525 level. Now, did I think it was going at that point down to 1350? Absolutely not. But it didn't really matter to me as much. There was no fear there because we were holding Ethereum long term. So even if it did dip lower, which it did, there was no problem whatsoever there. So with that being said, you can play that extra coin. If you bought a coin or a fraction of a coin, you could have played it from 1525 and bounced back to 1850 and have taken profits on whatever amount that you purchased, or you could keep it as a longer term hold. So just trying to give you guys a little bit of the thought process behind trading, and hopefully that'll help. So let's take a look at some of the other coins that we've been talking about, and most of our members have been buying over the last few months. So Cardano, this is an interesting one to talk about. You know how strong we feel about Cardano. Cardano is a monster. Cardano is probably going to push up into the top 3 or 4 coins over the next 15 months. Huge amount of strength, huge amount of big names coming into Cardano, and more importantly, a lot of news with probably getting on a Coinbase at some point here, potentially being involved with the PayPal, and you'll hear me say that again, PayPal launch of cryptocurrencies, and many other things coming to Cardano. So about a week and a half, well actually it was last Monday, the hard fork happened, the Mary fork or whatever it was called, which is a technology phase, the next phase for Cardano. And the days leading up to that Monday, we saw a huge run up to $1.40, but then upon the actual the fact on that Monday, we saw Cardano pull back to, let's say, 108 or 110, whatever it was. And a lot of people didn't understand why. If something positive happened and it finally became a fact, why did it pull back from the high? And understand that this is something that happens with all assets. It's not just cryptocurrency. That the rumor or the anticipation pushes things through the roof. And then upon it actually happening, the fact, the bubble is kind of popped a little bit and it comes back to reality. So we saw this go back down to the low, closer to $1 range. And now with this new move up over the last 48 hours, we're seeing this come back to 118, 120. And I can safely say to you that we're going to 150 here. There's no doubt about it. Our short-term prediction on Cardano remains absolutely the same between the $2 and $3 range. 9-10 month, we're looking at potentially $8 to $9 Cardano. So this is a phenomenal hold, whether you're holding it long term or whether you're trading it midterm. Everyone in the society should have Cardano in their holdings. So one of our big positions over the last year, and everybody has known this, is Polkadot. We had purchased Polkadot at $3.50 average. Kind of, we bought it between $3.50 to $4.50, and we're looking at Polkadot $36 now. Polkadot's the number 6 ranked coin on CoinMarketCap. This is a long-term hold. Polkadot is doing amazing things. Their infrastructure and their network, many things are moving over to Polkadot. And it doesn't mean that they're overtaking Ethereum like some people say. It's another piece of the puzzle when it comes to new tokens and new projects and where they're aligning themselves, so to speak. If you want more information on what is Polkadot, there's plenty of videos out there that explain it better than I can. So Polkadot, we're not selling any of that. We're at $36. And Polkadot, next phase for Polkadot should be a $50 Polkadot. So anytime we see those red days and dips, if you're not in Polkadot, feel comfortable buying Polkadot. I'm not sure what price range I would tell you, but I guess at this point we can say Polkadot, if you get a chance to buy Polkadot below $30, your risk level is pretty low. Will you get opportunities to buy below $30 to this point? I don't know. So you're going to have to watch this one real closely, but you definitely want to bag a Polkadot. And we'll talk about the price here and a little bit more about micro cap and micro price versus larger price coins in a little bit. XRP, we've never dipped into XRP. XRP is a whole different story in and of itself, where this is going due to lawsuits with the federal government. This could explode if they win. This could go down if they lose. I don't know. I'm not willing to take that risk. I'd rather go to the casino and play than work in XRP at this point. Okay, so here's another one. Litecoin. This is something we barely touched on in the last few weeks, but Litecoin is going to get a bump from PayPal. That's what we're all expecting. Litecoin is a stable coin. It's been around almost since the beginning. It's one of those first coins that came out after Bitcoin. 199 is a bit high for me. Having a little bag of Litecoin in your portfolio would be great. I would only buy Litecoin on some of those bigger, deeper dips. That means that we may miss out on having Litecoin in our portfolios. I understand that, and we can't have everything. And it's more important to me to buy things at the right place than to buy them at the wrong price. So Litecoin may be on a dip into the 160s, 170s. I'm probably a buyer below 170 if that happens. So Litecoin is definitely something you can definitely take a look at. You can buy Litecoin on Coinbase. You do not have to have a Gate.io or Kraken or Binance. Chainlink is a phenomenal project, okay? Unfortunately, I do not have Chainlink in my portfolio. I wish I would have bought Chainlink in the low 20s. We're up 12% in the last 7 days. Buying Chainlink below 25 and having this in your portfolio would be fantastic. So let's move on. We've mentioned Stellar Lumens. Stellar Lumens is a very slow mover over the last few months. It doesn't seem to move as much with the overall altcoins. When the altcoins have a surge, Stellar doesn't seem to move nearly as much. With that being said, we're up about 4%. Stellar is going to have its day in the sun. I really believe that. It hasn't happened yet. Those that are holding Stellar Lumen that are society members, most of you probably got in below here, probably between 32 to 38 cents. Holding Stellar is not a problem at all. It's just going to be a slower mover right now. All right, we have nothing to do with Dogecoin and any of these. Aave is a great coin. Yes, it's expensive. Yes, it's at 430, but I think people need to wrap their brain around the fact that it doesn't matter the price of the coin. Even if you only have a $3,000 portfolio, let's say, there's no reason to not have a piece of Aave if it's a coin that you want to hold on to. That's the whole point of having fractional shares, fractional coins, being able to afford one coin of Aave. Just because you can't afford in your portfolio to have 1 or 2 coins of Aave doesn't mean that you can't have 0.3, 0.2, whatever it may be. You're dipping your foot into the marketplace, so there's nothing wrong with that. All right, so let's keep moving down and talk about some of the other coins that we have that we all are in or have been in the last few months. Okay, here's an oldie but goodie. One of the coins that we've always had since the beginning of the newsletter, Elrond. Elrond can be purchased on Coinbase, so everybody, a lot of people in our group have been trading Elrond. Some of us taking profits when it was higher than this and then moving back in. Some never took profits and held on. You're completely fine. Elrond is a long-term hold. Elrond has been slow moving, but the good point of Elrond is when we had some of those bigger retracements, Elrond really didn't get much lower than about 90 cents, maybe a penny or two, but for the most part, Elrond never took a harsh dip. So we've been trading in this $1.10 to $1.20 range on Elrond for quite a while. I see a breakout happening here very, very soon. I see us pushing to that 150 level. Just hold on to your Elrond. Everything does not have to be exciting every day. Elrond has not been exciting at the moment, but Elrond is going to be a stellar performer in the months and years to come. So having a big bag of Elrond is going to be a great thing for everybody that follows us. Okay, here's another one of those, Elrond. Elrond is excellent coin. Elrond, again, is one of those coins that's a little higher than what a lot of people like to jump into at 148. I don't have a piece of Elrond, but on one of those red days, if I have money sitting aside, Elrond in the 120s would probably be a great buy. So you can watch Elrond. This is one that's going to be a $250 to possibly $300 coin at some point. Now, the number 37 coin has been on my radar for weeks. I made a mistake on this one, okay? Last weekend, I was out golfing. I didn't have an order in the market sitting there. I figured I had enough time to get home. And synthetics was at $17. And by the time I got home, it was above that, and I refused to buy it. Well, now look where it is. So the moral of the story is sometimes patience is great, and sometimes stepping your foot into the pond and not getting a precise entry is a better move. So I was fighting it. I could have gotten in at 1750 or 1780 maybe, and I said, no, I'm going to hold out. Well, holding out cost me quite a bit of money because now we're at $22 and change. Yesterday I tried to buy in at $20.75, and the low for the day was $20.80. So once again, I made a mistake there. If I wanted to get in, I should have got in at the $21 range and been done. So sometimes timing your entries is very important, but sometimes nitpicking is going to hurt you. And in this case, it's hurt me 2 times in a row where I would have been in synthetics at 1750. Great project. This is a coin that is absolutely in our estimation, going to be over a $50 coin, potentially $100 at some point. So, whoops, hold on one second, guys. I'm sorry, I just clicked on the wrong thing. Okay, so synthetics is definitely our top buy right now to accumulate into our portfolio. It's the coin that I'm watching the closest right now in terms of a buy. All right, another oldie but goodie, the graph. A lot of us have taken this on a wild ride. We're back above $2.12 today. This is the highest it's been, I think, probably in the last week or so. I may be wrong, but we're testing that area. The graph has been trading as low as 155 to right around this level, this 211, 215 level over the last couple of weeks. If you were patient, and we talked about the graph quite a bit, you could have bought it in the 150s, 160s. This would have been a short-term trade opportunity. I know we talk about long-term holds, and a lot of people have smaller accounts, so they're looking to build their account through short-term trades, which I totally understand. I totally get it. And this was one of those that you could have rolled over from 160 to $2 at least once in the last week or so. You could have rolled it in and then gotten it again back probably in the 170s maybe. I don't think it went back to the 150s, probably in the 160s, 170s, somewhere in that range, and now rolled it again back to this 211 and potentially a little bit higher. Where is the graph going? This is a strong, strong coin. It's very volatile, as we've seen. The moves on the graph are very, very different, the personality, than the moves on Algorand. To give you just a comparison, the moves are much more violent in the graph, which is great for short-term purchases. But again, a lot of people learned their lesson with this coin, doubling down in the 250s when it only went as high as 269 or so. Instead of waiting for a better opportunity to buy lower. So be patient, look at the graphs, understand where your support levels are, and if you're playing this for short-term games, that's fantastic, play it tight. If you're holding on to a bag of this for long-term gains, don't even worry about those short-term fluctuations. We've been in and out of the graph 3 times for profit. One of them was a much bigger profit because we got it way lower. Now we're playing it in the same range as everybody else, and hopefully we'll have a bag of this when it starts to move to the $3-4 range, which is imminent. Okay, those are the last ones on the first page. Oh, this is another one. This coin here we haven't really talked about, Engine Coin. This is a gamer's coin. This has to do with gaming. Man, we missed out on this one. You can't have everything. This coin we could have been in at about 40 cents. Look at this chart. Let's take a look at this chart. Okay, look at that. It doesn't even look real. Okay, now let's take a look. Let's see, the 30-day low is 35 cents and the 30-day high is $1.94. Look at the 90-day low, almost 12 cents to $1.94. This is a huge winner. There's plenty of these in the crypto market if you just take a deep breath. I'm showing you this not because I'm telling you to buy it. I'm showing you this to show you what's capable. $5,000 at 12 cents. Having $5,000 or $4,000 of that coin is an impact on your portfolio beyond belief. So Engine Coin, we loved Engine Coin. I actually had it written down to prove that I liked Engine Coin. Where is it? That's amazing. Okay, look at this list. Let me see if I can show you that. There's Engine Coin right there on the top of the list. But I did not buy it. The problem was Engine Coin was not on Coinbase or any of the initial exchangers that we were working with. So we missed out on Engine Coin. All right. So a couple of other ones that that we are very high on. Hold on one second here. Where is it? Okay, let's talk about Decentraland. This is our biggest winner over the last few weeks. I hope all you guys got into it. We were begging you to get in. We gave you information on this one. Most society members jumped in here. This has been a huge gainer for us here. Huge gainer. Mana, Decentraland, which is a VR platform that's going to be tapping into the NFTs and all types of virtual real estate. Most of you guys probably got into this and were easily able to double down when we had the dip into the teens. I know a lot of people were buying this probably at 16, 17, 18, 19, and we are now at basically 56 cents. So no excuses. This is a huge win, and we are holding. This coin is going way farther up than this. We see Mana as being a 10x or minimum, 10x minimum. Feel free to trade it. I'm not telling you you have to hold it. Feel free to trade it. But this is a coin that is like you just saw Engine Coin. Well, this is our Engine Coin right now. So be patient, buy on the dips. Don't worry on this one if you're buying it and it goes down a little bit. You want to accumulate as much Decentraland as you can. Remember, the thing with this coin is that everybody that buys these Mana coins, if they're going to actually buy parcels of land on the platform, real estate on the platform, they have to use the Mana coins to purchase that land, the parcels, and they're taken out of existence. They're burned. So when you use them to buy the land, it burns the coins, which means every parcel of land that's purchased creates less and less coins in the marketplace. So what an incredible situation to have something like that, where you know that when the people are actually using the coins, it's actually making the coins that are in existence more valuable. So do your homework on Decentraland and accumulate whatever you possibly can. All right, keep rolling here. Reserve rights, another one of our big winners. This one was very quiet for weeks and weeks, and I think people lost sight of it. And sometimes these coins are not being showcased. That just means they're not the ones that are moving right now. Reserve rights even dipped on the retrace, and you could have bought this way lower. This is 100% gainer for anybody that bought it in the 2 to 3 cent range where it was going down to during the retracements. It's not exactly 100% gain for us. I think we bought it a little higher than where the retracement was, but huge gain here, huge gain on reserve rights. It's at 7 cents. Reserve rights is going to 20 cents. So I wouldn't buy it at this point. I would wait for a red day, buy it on the dips, feel comfortable. This is not anything to fear. Reserve rights is going to move up the Coinbase rank. You're going to see great news out of this coin, and it's going to be moving in the right direction. Another big winner for us. Okay, so what we missed is a couple of our favorite coins over the last few months. So let's check them out. One of them is Polygon, which is Matic. Okay, you guys know I love this coin. Okay, so here's Polygon. All right, Polygon's at 24 cents. Polygon has been higher. Well, Polygon is at 24 cents, so we're not up tremendously on this coin yet. We're up on this coin, and I keep buying on the dips. So this is a coin that we feel very comfortable with. We know Polygon is in the mix with a lot of the things like Aave and XDAI that we're going to look at. This is an incredible coin. They're not a one-trick pony. They are going to be involved with a lot of other coins behind the scenes, and Polygon is one of our strong holds. So if you can get this at the 18th, anything below 20 cents on a day on a dip, you want to continue to load up on Polygon. All right. So our last coin is one of the coins I've been begging people to buy for months, and that is XDAI, or Stake. Okay, so Stake is also similar to Kusama. Kusama is over $200. I think they're somewhere in that range. We'll take a look. Stake is very similar, and the thing with XDAI is their market cap is very similar to Kusama as well. We believe this is going to be a huge winner. This has already touched close to $40 right in the $40 range over a weekend, a couple of weekends ago, and then started to dip down. And you had opportunities to buy this at, I don't think it ever dipped below $20, but you could have bought this around $19, $20 range. XDAI has not moved much in the last week or so. It has not been part of the major move, which means XDAI surge back up to $30 is probably imminent. So you can buy XDAI at Gate.io, and you want to have XDAI in your portfolio. XDAI is something that we keep accumulating on the dip. So every time it gets back down to that $20 level, we're trying to buy more of it. And that's the story. So that's where we're at right now. One other quick update. You guys saw that for the month of February, DHF, our first passive income generator opportunity, made just over 15%. I highly recommend people getting into DHF. Those on the subscriber list do have the link to that from a prior, actually from the last email. If you don't have it, feel free to contact me at any time. The second approved passive income vehicle is going to be introduced in this next week. Finally, there's a few hoops that you do have to jump through to be able to be involved with that. I'll be sending out private emails to our members, getting them ready for that, and getting them ready because that is a passive income opportunity. And remember, what we talk about all the time is diversification. That means diversification between our coins, our individual coins. It means diversification in terms of other asset groups as well. And right now, those are passive income opportunities where you're placing a coin, a set coin into them, and it's being traded for you. And there's other things we're going to be introducing as well that are not like DHF, that are a little bit different, and that'll be coming in the near future. So the whole idea here is to bring people to a place to educate themselves by either being actively involved in trading or finding a combination of active involvement in trading and passive income opportunities. We've talked about the fact that in the near future we're going to actually be teaching people that want to learn how to day trade or how to trade short-term trades in the Forex market, which is something I did for many, many years. We have not had the time to do the course, to complete the course and the videos for that, but I do look forward to doing that in the very near future. So those that want to be more active traders and learn how to read charts and learn how to look at price action, those videos, that course is coming in the near future. I just have to find the time to do it. Right now, between my other businesses and the crypto, it's been way too busy. But that is still on the horizon for 2021 to have that course ready to go for you guys. It's not for everybody. I know that people don't have the time. Not everybody wants to learn how to be an active trader in another market, in the Forex market. But there are people that want to replace their 24 hour, listen to me, their 9-to-5 job with something else and be able to focus on family and travel and all kinds of great stuff like that. And that's where becoming a full-time trader does allow you that. There are negatives and positives like anything else, but active trading in the Forex market and cryptocurrency market can give you a paycheck as well as building portfolios, which we're currently focused on building portfolios. It can actually provide you with a paycheck. And we'll talk more about that hopefully soon, but right now the market is great. We're going to have our down days and our up days. Just hang in there, guys. We'll update you as to any major price fluctuations, if there is any, over the next week. Just maintain your focus. Have a game plan for your short-term trades, and understand what you're looking to hold long-term and what you're looking to trade. I know it's a fluid situation. Nothing is written in stone. But it's always better to have a game plan as to what you do believe you want to have long term or mid-term, 5-6 months down the road, and what you're actually getting into as a short-term trade. Kind of confusing yourself and seeing profits and not wondering, whether you should remove yourself from them immediately. The best thing to do is take a deep breath, get away from the computer, or shave off a little bit, as we've talked about in the past. There's nothing wrong with taking 10% profits, locking up profits along the way, and then reevaluating re-entries. And that's what I do on a regular basis. Taking small profits and then re-entering the market or waiting for dips. So any questions you guys have, put them in the comments section, and hopefully everybody's taking advantage of these phenomenal markets and helping to grow their portfolio. We'll be back real soon. Stay safe and have a great trading week. Bye-bye.